Welcome to the Battle for Graxia Immortal Spotlight. Today, we will be re-evaluating one of our tournament contestants, Kaos, the Commando.
You, and you, panic. The rest of you come with me.
Kaos has received a large graphical overhaul and looks better than ever. In addition, Kaos' Starship skin has its own unique graphical effects. Kaos is an energy-based, ranged damage character who excels at long-distance sieges. Mastering Kaos will require understanding his energy capabilities and proper engagement timing. Kaos' first ability is Walk Softly. This ability grants Kaos short-duration invisibility and a movement speed increase. While stealthed, Kaos can throw his knife to deal bonus damage to his target and stun them for a short duration. Kaos can use this ability to throw pursuers off his tracks or to ambush an unsuspecting foe. One point in this ability is imperative at level 2 to fend off incoming attacks, but max it last. Kaos' second ability is Big Bullets. This ability powers up Kaos' rifle before firing a powerful shot that deals significant damage to all enemies it hits and bonus damage to enemies in close range. Use this ability at long range to harass unsuspecting enemies from outside of their line of sight before engaging them in fights. Learn Big Bullets at level 1 and max it first by level 10. Kaos' third ability is Adrenaline Overload. This ability has a passive portion that gives Kaos additional attack speed while it is not on cooldown, and an active portion that restores energy to Kaos immediately. The bonus attack speed increases based on the number of enemies nearby and dramatically increases Kaos' sustained damage during teamfights. Utilize the active portion of Adrenaline Overload to maintain a barrage of siege abilities or to generate the energy for a clutch Walk Softly. Rank this ability up at level 4 and then max it second by level 14. Kaos' ultimate ability is Grenade Throw. This ability utilizes a 2-phase activation to select a grenade type, and then a secondary activation allows Kaos to throw that grenade at the targeted location. Kaos has 3 different types of grenades available to him, and all of them share a cooldown. The first grenade type is the Incendiary Grenade, which has the longest range and travel time, but deals the most initial damage. The secondary grenade type is the Acid Grenade, which creates an acid cloud in an area that deals constant damage and reduces the armor of enemies inside the area of effect. The final grenade type is the Nanite Shell, which deals no damage, but cripples the movement and attack speed of enemy immortals and towers in the radius. Learn this ability at level 6, and then rank it up whenever it becomes available. Finally, Kaos' signature ability is the Ionic Plasma Strike. When Kaos activates this ability, he marks the targeted ground for an orbital strike. The orbital strike occurs after a short charging period and deals enormous true damage over time to all enemies inside. This ability has no innate crowd control and should primarily be used when the enemies can't leave its area of effect once they see the ability used. Kaos excels at playing a defensive laning phase and should use that to his team's advantage. He is an excellent candidate for manning a 1v2 lane to compensate for a jungler or farming defensively against an enemy kill lane. Kaos does not excel at facilitating kills in his lane until he reaches level 6 and has reliable damage from his Grenade Throw ultimate ability. The brush is Kaos' friend and can help him with landing big bullets and using Walk Softly to juke or ambush an opponent. Kaos starts to really shine as the game transitions away from the laning phase and into the skirmish, siege, and teamfighting portions of the game. Use Kaos' long-range skill shots to whittle down your opponents without fear of retaliation before having your team engage on the enemy. Try not to get caught in a position where you can be targeted first when the teamfight starts, and use Walk Softly to escape enemies who focus their attention on you. Kaos should focus his itemization on weapon damage and defense penetration, rounding out his build with cooldown reduction and attack speed. Start the game with Boots of Frenzy and some regeneration potions. On your first return to base, pick up a Ghostly Cutter and potentially some upgrades depending on your gold. After that, you can diverge your build to be more focused on weapon attacks or your abilities, depending on the current flow of the game. If you're looking to maximize your siege effectiveness, pick up more weapon damage and cooldown reduction through the Heavy Club and Crossbow. If you want to focus on weapon attacks, you should purchase a Broad Axe as soon as possible and follow up with Gloves of Haste or Anger Gloves. Persistent customization for Kaos should primarily improve his ability damage. Use attack damage, defense penetration, and scaling defense penetration red crystals, while rounding out your build with prismatic crystals that focus on cooldown reduction or defensive stats. You should use either the Champion's, Predator's, or Huntsman's relic depending on your preference. Thanks for watching this Battle for Graxia Immortal Spotlight. You can play now for free at www.battleforgraxia.com or through Steam.